ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Now, faking the give, and that one knocked away. It's incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver, and it'll lead to a second down. They'll look to throw, and they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Throwing now on third, and for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you, and sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the gun, here's Tua. Over the middle, it's Harrison. A shotgun snap for Tua. That's to the left side, taken in by Harrison.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings,
and he's going to have to eat this one, and down he goes.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing is Tua. Oh, this pass rush dialed in right now. They get him again.
Just can't seem to get anything going on every ensuing snap. They just continue to go backwards and backwards and backwards. They've got to find a way on 1st and 2nd down to stay ahead of the chains so 3rd down is not so daunting.
He'll fire one deep for Harrison. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again at their own 20-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The home team's offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. This secondary will get a lot of the credit. 3 picks so far. But, Greg, the pass rush has been relentless as well.
Yeah, I think it's super important, Mike, that we point out just how much the pass rush and then the secondary coverage works together. The more that rush gets home, the faster that ball gets out. We can play certain coverages knowing the timing of the quarterback has to be sped up. So often, the teams that are the most successful in this league, Mike, they have the best understanding. When our back end and our front end are working in unison, man, it puts a lot of pressure on not only the quarterback, but the entire offense.
And on the carry, this is Ezekiel Elliott. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're trying to keep it going. The tight end, Ertz, in motion. On the ground, Montgomery to start the drive. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Second down and 3. Now Tua. That one is complete to Hartman. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. Back to throw is Tua. He's going to tuck it and go.
The challenge of defending a dual-threat quarterback in the NFL, Mike, is that you just don't see them week in and week out, maybe like you do in college. So in this case, you defend everything perfectly downfield, but it's hard to account for a quarterback who can run. He escapes the pressure, tucks it down himself, and he picks up a big gain.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now it's Tua. He's got his big tight end, Henry. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down. Here's Tungo Bailoa. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Oh, they are on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. And it's recovered by one of his teammates.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sacked, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
Third and long. Here's Tua. He'll find Montgomery out of the backfield. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. So it's going to bring up fourth down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So the Broncos will turn things over to the field goal unit. This will be from 47 yards. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Broncos will extend their third quarter lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense about ready to take over once more. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with first and 10. That's to the right side, and it's Siddick. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. At the 37-yard line. That's complete to Rice. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. And the Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking across the field, he gets this to Neighbors. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the half Mike, seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
They'll look to throw again. He's got his man. That's Neighbors.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down. They'll look to throw yet again. Right back to Thomas. He's got it again.
The receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
So 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 3rd and 2. They'll run here. And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line, but the official signal, he's got enough for the first down.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. Throwing now from the gun. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone.
These second-half red zone opportunities are critical, Mike. I mean, you're not going to score every single time you get down here, but it feels like at this point in the game, this might be my last chance to get this deep. You've got to make the most of those limited opportunities. At least come away with 3. You're hoping for 6, but in this case, you come away with 0.
Back onto the field comes the Denver offense, and it would appear they're on their way to a 2-0 start as they begin things here with 1st and 10 in this 4th quarter. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
He's going to keep it himself, and he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play. This defense in desperate need of a stop, and here comes 3rd down. Hauled in by the tight end, Henry. A gain there of 16 yards. 1st down, Broncos.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. A handoff, running left, it's Montgomery. And nothing doing on that one. He'll go down behind the line.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground? Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. cross midfield, and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. A carry here from Montgomery. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground. Again, Montgomery. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. Throwing on 3rd down, Tagovailoa. He's going to let this one go deep. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down. And now the punting unit will come up as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. The Cowboys offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's caught by Gibbs. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Off he goes. And they'll finally track him down as he takes it up to the 45-yard line.
There was a lot of questions surrounding this quarterback about whether his style of play from college would transfer to the NFL game. Well, his ability to create with his legs certainly has here today. We see it with his ability to escape pressure out of the pocket, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10. Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. He'll look middle here and get it to Neighbors. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Back to throw. He's got his tight end. That's Sinnott. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but they continue to get that matchup. This quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. That's the safety, Jesse Bates. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
The Broncos offense ready to get back at it. They'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll fake the handoff. Now, Tua. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
The Cowboys offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. They'll start out 1st down and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. There's that man again. Another catch. They face 2nd down and 7. At the 23-yard line. He'll look to throw. That'll be taken in by Connor. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And more of the same. Another interception. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense set up in great field position inside the red zone.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
The Broncos offense ready to get back to work. They'll start with the football already in the red zone. Big opportunity here on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Tua. Open man's got it. That's Chark. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. The tight end Ertz in motion. Straight ahead, it's Montgomery. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Tua. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal coming up. They're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
Here you are at the end of the game. You need a stop. You find yourself trailing. You have everybody covered, and the quarterback gets loose. Those are the plays that just kill a defensive coordinator. You're about to force a punt, about to get the ball back to your offense. Give credit to the quarterback. He made a play when they needed it.
They'll run with Montgomery. He slams it in there, and he is in. David Montgomery. Touchdown, Broncos. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And another score in another good performance after winning the opener on their way to 2-0.
Mike, you can't be 2-0 without being 1-0, and for them to be able to continue to string early wins together in the first part of the year, this is the start that every team dreams about. This is what you work for all offseason long, to start your season and build some early momentum. Gives you a lot of flexibility and wiggle room as the rest of this season plays on.
And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Cowboys offense make their way out to take over once more. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. A throw left side, caught by Sinnott. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. To the air now on 1st and 10. Open man downfield. It's Rice. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, Cowboys. And now the referee looks like he has gotten word from replay that he stopped the game inside the last 2 minutes. All replays emanate from there. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Well, that recovery certainly makes things a little more interesting, but you're still down 2 possessions, so you've got to work fast, score quickly, and then line back up and recover another one.
Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. That's the safety, Jesse Bates. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So often it just comes down to decision-making, and while you understand there's going to be ups and downs and ebbs and flows anytime you're dealing with a young rookie quarterback, the reality is he wants to play well here at home. Maybe he's pressing a little bit, but he wants his fans at his home crowd to be behind him and support him. That's going to come. That's going to be all in due time. But here today, he's got to worry about just play well and execute at the quarterback position. Everything else will take care of itself.
Not much there, maybe a yard. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their second, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute left in this one. One more time for Montgomery. He's taken down just shy of the 10. Cowboys going to use their 3rd and final timeout. Clock is stopped, 55 seconds remaining here in the game. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So this will wind up a win for the Broncos. They get the victory here, away from home, to run their early season record to 2-0. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.